Action.
Hi, I'm Mark Cohen, and I was born in a small town in Wisconsin. My parents were pretty well off, and I had a pretty good education, and then never really quite knew what I wanted to do. Drifted into the military for a while, and then when I got out, I tried all kinds of different occupations and found myself occasionally in a place where I was at the right place at the right time. I could make a little money through real estate or through commissions or something like that. So at this point in time in my life, I'm able to just concentrate on the good things, like family. I've got a couple kids growing now, and they get in trouble. And sometimes I can help them out, sometimes I can't. I've got a lot of friends in the community. I'm not in the Wisconsin community anymore now. I've kind of gravitated towards California. But I still have friends back in the Midwest, and I still have friends from the military and from business. So I managed to keep pretty busy. And the days just seem to go by. That's fun, really, because there's lots of things to do in a day. I kind of play a little golf, go to meetings, not AA meetings, just meetings, and try to contribute a little bit to the community. And between the family and the community and my church, I managed to keep pretty busy.
Cool.
Is that enough time?
Yeah, let's open it up for questions.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about these meetings?
Well, through my experience, I went to a lot of different things. Like I know a little bit about health, I know a little bit about insurance, I know a little bit about banking and real estate. And I find myself going to like board meetings for groups that can tap into my reservoir experience and manage to benefit from that. So I feel like I'm giving back.
What's your deepest, darkest secret?
Well, I spent some time in the military, and there were things that you got exposed to in the military that you'd rather not talk about. So I did some things in combat during the Vietnam War that I'm not really proud of, but you know, that's in the past.
So are you a boss? Do you have people working for you?
I've been a boss. I'm retired now. Yeah, at one point in time, I probably had about 150 employees at one point in time. But most of the stuff was small group stuff.
Were you ever a mob boss?
Nah, I never managed to do. I managed to stay out of trouble with crime, stuff like that. So pretty straight arrow.
If one of your, you said you had a couple of sons, right, or something?
Yeah.
If one of your sons acted up and did something really, like crashed and totaled a car and killed somebody, what would you do?
We'd work it out. We've got a. First of all, I'd be very surprised if I wasn't the first person that they called. Has happened in the past. I had one of my sons who got in an accident, automobile accident, single car collision, but it happened to be against a retaining wall in a freeway, and his car was disabled, and so I found myself at 2 o'clock in the morning after he called me, going out there and trying to get the car to some place where we could leave it overnight. And so it's a family thing. Take family very serious.
Come on, people. Come on. Some questions.
You seem to dabble in a lot of different things. You sure you're not involved in crime in some way, shape, or form?
No, unless you know something I don't know. But no, I'm pretty straight arrow. But you know, it's not to say I don't have secrets. I mean, I've had things that I've done in the past that I'm not really proud of. But
you ever killed anybody?
Never killed anybody. Well, in Vietnam, you don't know. You know, you shoot out there and you know maybe hit something.
What was your childhood like?
What's that?
Your childhood.
My childhood? My parents were pretty well off. My father was a professional.
Were you close to
And
them?
small town professionals got a pretty good reputation. That's part of the reason you can't get into a lot of trouble, because everybody knows you, and they know where your house is, and you know who your father is, and mother, and stuff like
Were you
that.
close?
Hmm?
Were you close to it?
Close to my family?
Yes.
Very close, yeah. It was just me and my sister and my parents. Yeah.
What do people normally like most about you?
I'm friendly. And I'm likable. I don't pose a threat to a lot of people, so I think people feel comfortable talking to me and asking for help without feeling that it's going to put them under some kind of big strain.
So family's big with you.
Yeah, if I were to put those things in perspective, I think family would be number one, and probably religion number two, occupation, work number three, community number four.
Cool. That's all the time we have for you. Everybody give it up for Mark Cullen. Okay, next one.